Hi, this is Mike Powers from Zeta Sky. Did you know that 88% of organizations experienced some form of a spear phishing attack last year? For that reason, we want to give you the top 5 tips on how to identify a phishing email. Tip number 1, don't trust that display name. Let me share an example of this so you understand what I'm talking about. As you can see, I have an email. It's coming to me and it's from my bank, but it's under a completely different domain, account.secure.com. Now the thing is, because that domain isn't owned by the display name of my bank, or vice versa, then it's easily able to get through all of the authentication filtering that your organization would have. And then when it comes into your inbox, it actually looks like a legitimate email. So what you want to do, if you feel something is suspicious, go with your gut feeling and then take a look. Look at that header and see exactly where that email is coming from versus just the display name. Tip number 2, always look before you click on that link.
You can see I have my email here. It's an Amazon customer service email. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up higher. And then you see there's some links. It's saying here you need to click to update your address because there were some errors in your billing information. But now I'm not aware of any error or any refund. I'm not even aware of that order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hover over the link. And here you can see it's coming from memberservices.info. There's not anything even about Amazon, which should already tell you, please don't click on that link. Even when you go to Amazon.com, it's the same link that they're hoping you go to. And from there, they can either compromise your system or ask for credentials or any other information that they can gather about your organization. So that's what you want to think about when you get a suspicious email, especially if it has links. You can always hover and see exactly where it's going to versus what's on the actual link address.
Tip number 3, don't give up any personal or confidential company data through email. Banks or maybe your financial institution will never ask for personal credentials, such as your account username or password. Also, most companies have a policy of not sharing to an external account or external person your business information. And so stop and just think about not sharing any kind of information like that over an email. Tip number 4, don't click on attachments. Don't open up the attachment. It goes without saying that the same precaution as you would take by hovering over the link that I shared with you in tip number 2, you should take when you get an attachment, especially if it's from an unknown source. Attachments are the vehicle for malware, and anytime you would click on or open that attachment, you're giving yourself the chance of becoming a victim of a phishing attack. Tip number 5, beware of an email that has urgent or threatening language in the subject line, as well as any misspellings or typos. Hackers love to invoke a sense of fear or urgency when they're sending these phishing messages so that you'll react. So be aware of if, for example, you had a subject line of account suspended or perhaps service revoked, where it's not a familiar site or not a familiar account, that most likely would be a phishing email. Then check the body of the email itself, as you can see here. What it has is, hey, I need to get this information soon. Can you, we closed the account, but you can see account spelled wrong. We need that wire transfer. Just send it here. That is one of those ones where you've got to kind of take a second and just think about and pause and understand, is that email really legit? Thank you for watching this video. We hope that these top 5 tips on how to identify a phishing email will help you as you go through your day-to-day schedule, your day-to-day life. And hopefully you'll not fall victim to cybercrime and those hackers. So if you did like this video, go ahead and like or subscribe to our channel, and we'll send you notifications when we put out new videos on helpful tips like this. So thanks again, and have a great day.